Hi everybody, Hillary with Budget to Bougie, and I haven't been on here in a minute. I have been sick for like a week and a half. I'm still kind of nasally, but I can at least get out of bed and be a productive part of society. But I have a few things that I picked up that I haven't reviewed, and I realized that I show you on Instagram like a little 30-second clip, but I haven't really been on here to give you my opinion on the reviews, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's just jump into it. Okay, so let's start off with a couple. I've got quite a few things that I've picked up in the last thing, but I want to talk about my very favorite thing that I've picked up in the last probably 2 weeks. This guy right here, the number 7 Airbrush Away. It's a tinting skin perfector with a satin finish. This is literally the best thing I've ever used this year. I have primers, like I have the Angel Veil, and it's silicone based. This is silicone based. But what this does is when you put it on your skin, it fills your pores and blurs them, but it also makes it so that your face looks so soft. Like, it's unbelievable what it does. Today, a lot of days here recently, I've been wearing just this with no foundation. I use this, and then I put my concealer under my eyes and set it with a powder, and I'm done. This is amazing. It's $13.99, and it's literally one of the best things I've used this year. I just picked it up on a whim. Like, it's the craziest thing, and they're a cruelty-free company. So, number 7 Airbrush Away. This was going to be in another video I'm going to make for my favorites of the year, but this was a surprise. I wasn't expecting this to be as good as it is. I love it. Okay. Next up, we're going to go through, I went to Dollar General again. Of course I did. Of course I went to Dollar General. Okay, so the Believe Beauty Lip Gloss. I just picked this up because I actually do love lip gloss much more than lipstick. I don't even like the matte lippies. I think they're too drying. I don't like them. But I mean, if I could get one that isn't as drying, I would wear it, but I haven't found one yet. So I pick up lip glosses, and I love the colored ones. This color is so pretty. So it goes on very smoothly. It's not tacky. It doesn't do that, like when you put it on and then you open your lips and you've got those strings hanging down. It doesn't do that. It does stay on. Is it the best lip gloss? No. But it was $4. Is it worth $4? Yes. I really like it. It is a heavier lip gloss, though. It's not light, but it does stay on. So when you put it on, it does stay on. But you know, when you eat and drink and stuff, it comes off. But it's actually a really good lip gloss for $4. Okay, so then the other 2 things that I picked up were the eyeliners. I haven't worn eyeliner in years, and I just started getting back into it thanks to Susan. So this first one I picked up was the felt tip one. This one is in brown. It's a metallic brown. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very, and actually I'm gonna draw on my hand so you can see like how it goes from thick to thin. I mean, it's a very nice tip. So it's very flexible. The end is flexible. It's more sponge-like. It dries fast. So like you can see, it's already dried, and it doesn't smudge really heavy during the day. Like after it's been on for like 6 or 7 hours, it smudges a tiny bit. But for the most part, it just stays where it is. Like once you put it on, it stays. It doesn't go anywhere. Their next eyeliner I picked up was their long-lasting eyeliner. It's in the color Mystic, which is like it's like a gray charcoal black, basically. I don't even know if you would color that. It says it's just a different color. I just broke that on my hand. Oh my gosh. So here's the color. So it's kind of it's this color right here in the middle. It's not black. It's not brown. Steel, I guess you would call it. I don't even know if it's steel. They call it Mystic. This is a gel liner. It goes on very smoothly. It does smudge. It doesn't stay where you put it, but it is a very light color, as you can tell. Like, But when you put it on here, like when you have hooded eyes like me, after you put it on your lash line, it goes up in here, on top of here, so it doesn't stay. It's not a bad liner, but it's not like the felt tip, which they don't move after you put them on. So do I reach for this one? Do I reach for the gel one? No, I'll reach for the felt tip because it doesn't smudge. Okay, $4, definitely worth the price. Let's go to one thing that I hate. That would be this mascara. I don't like this mascara at all. And I love Ardell. I have their faux mink mascara. I love this mascara. But I picked up this Double Up mascara. I got that stuff all over my hand. But this stuff's garbage. Like, it's a super cute packaging. So you have the wand that comes out. It's big and fluffy. So I was like, oh, it's big and fluffy. I like it. Super glumpy. Not good. Doesn't dry. Then you pull it out, and it, like, you have the same one, but cleaner. So what happens is, you pull this out, and you got this little wand with all of the product on it, and then the double, you pull it, and you can see all of the stuff that's being pulled off of that. But that's the problem. The problem is all of that gets stuck on there, and then it just, like, it's a mess. It's super thick. It's not a volume lifter. It just goes on, and it's clumpy. It doesn't dry worth a crap. It's just not a good mascara. It's not like the faux mink, like, at all. I don't know what they did to it. It's garbage. I hate it. So then the next thing I picked up was, oh, I didn't pick this up. I got this in my Boxy Luxe box. It's the Hank and Henry eyeliner. This thing's amazing. This thing is probably one of the best eyeliners I've ever used. You put it on, it doesn't smudge. It dries fast. So when you put it on, I don't know if you can tell this, but like you can see how fine tipped it is, but you can go from like thick to thin. I don't draw it very well, but like if you can see how it does that, it's just beautiful, and it doesn't, you can control it. It's easily controlled. So like up here, I'll do it thicker on the top, like on the top of my lid. I'll do it really thick, and I'll do it really thin there. I barely have to touch my lid, and it just smooths, and it's so smooth. And it doesn't do any of this like grabbing or pulling, and my lids are very loose right here, so I have to pull them out a little bit. I only have to pull them out a tiny little bit, and it just goes, it just glides on. It's amazing. And it dries fast, so like, already dry, doesn't do any of that. It doesn't smudge, which is nice. So it dries, like I said, it dries fast. What was that, like 30 seconds, and it was already dry. The next eyeliner I picked up was number 7 brand. This one does say waterproof though, I believe. Stay Perfect Amazing Eye Pencil, and I believe it says it's waterproof. I just picked this up today, but this is very, very, very similar, as you can tell, the tip, to Urban Decay. Urban Decay's, I have an Urban Decay eyeliner pencil right here. This little guy. This one is I don't even remember the name of this because I've had this for at least a year. This one is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay in Heartless. So it's very similar. Like, I've used it several times, but the formula is very, very similar to that. So if you like the 24/7 Glide On, you're gonna like this. This is not as expensive as Urban Decay. So, but I'll just do a little thing. So like, you know, it glides on very, very easily. It says it's waterproof. I don't know. I haven't tried. I've used it today. No, it wipes right off. Like, I took a wipe and just wiped it off. So I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it glides on. I used it a couple times today. So I have to pull my eye, because it's not a felt tip. It's a gel. I have to pull my eye a little bit tighter, and then it goes right on the lid. I used it tonight, as you can tell. I don't know if you can tell really hard, but it just goes right on really easy. No tugging, no bunching. You don't have to keep going back over it. One swipe will do if you like that, which I do, because I don't like to keep going back over on top of my eyelids. So yeah, the number 7, I got it at Walgreens. The Stay Perfect Amazing Eye Pencil is a really, really good gel pencil. Okay, now let's get to the mascaras. I am so picky about mascara. it's one of these things where I have Ardell Faux Mink, I have the Milk Couche one I like, and then I like the Tarte Lights Camera Mascara. Those are my 3 favorite mascaras. So I picked up this number 7 because I liked the eyeliner. I thought, oh, I'd like, you know, probably would like their mascara. So this one is Intense Volume. This mascara has a beautiful brush. Like, I love a fluffy brush. It's not too big, but it's really nice. The formula, however, is super wet. So when you put it on, I put it on and then I blinked and it was already down in here. And it covered my bottom lashes. I didn't have to do my bottom lashes. But every time you blink, it would go flick, flick, flick. This is not a good mascara for that. Like, I hate that. If you like a wet mascara, you're going to love this. But me, personally, I hate it. I don't like a wet mascara. I don't want mascara to be flicking all over my face when I'm putting it on. Okay. The next one I have on right now, actually, is the Urban Decay Troublemaker. It's a very, very cute packaging. Like, this is an adorable, adorable packaging. The only thing I hate about this, and I do love the formula, like, the formula is really, really nice. It's not glumpy, it's not watery. I mean, it's really nice, is the brush. So I don't know if you can tell, but this brush is like a rubber brush, and I hate rubber brushes. Like, they hurt my eyes. I feel like they're scratching them. I don't like them. But I will say that this one, when you put it on your eyes, it separates the lashes very, very well. So, like, you can get up in there and, like, separate them. The only problem is it's not a thick mascara. So I had to put on 2 coats at least. It's not thick, but it's dark, so it goes on and it goes on nicely, I guess I'm trying to say, but it's not thick. So if you're trying to have that really extravagant lash and have it like full, it's going to take at least 2 coats. I put 2 coats on and I'm still like, well, I don't know. And when you put it on, it's not soft. Like, it dries down. It's kind of, I would hate to say crunchy, but it's not a soft lash. Like, this number 7, when it dries down, is super, super soft. But this is not super soft. This is a little bit on the crunchy side. I mean, I still like it. Do I love it? No. Like, I mean, it says super long, but I wouldn't be given, I might give it a 4 or a 5 at best, but it's not my favorite by any means. The formula is good, but I think that the wand is terrible, and that if they wanted it to be an actual plumping one, they should have made a different brush with it. But I'm not a big fan of the brush, but I like the formula, so I'll keep it. Tomorrow, I'm going to try this guy out. The Pacifica Stellar Gaze. I've never tried the Pacifica mascara. They're a really, really nice, clean company. It has a really beautiful brush. I'm a big fan of big brushes. It's not wet. It looks really, really nice. So hopefully this works out. I'll try that tomorrow and see how it goes. Last thing that I'm going to show you is I picked up the Alexis Stone palette. This is I think this is the first palette she came out with. I don't know if the big one. She has a bigger one. I didn't see that one at my Ulta when I was there. So, but this is what it looks like on the inside. It's very pretty. I mean, I've used it a couple of times already. It has 3 pressed pigments and 4 shadows. This blue is a pressed pigment, and this, let me come back. So, I hate it when I have to do this. So, it says 2 and 3 and 5. So, if I'm looking at this from this side, so 2, 3, and 5. These right here are pressed pigment. All of these are shimmers. They're not mattes, and they're not satins. They're not glitters. They're shimmers. So when you want to use them, you're going to have to think about that. You don't want to have your, I mean, some people like shimmers all over, but I like to do a shimmer or a metallic in my corners, and then a little bit of right here above my brow, you know, below my brow bone, and the rest I usually do matte, and then I blend it in just so it pops. But for the most part, I'll use these, all of them, in the corner of my lid because they do a very good job. I don't know if this one I can try to put it on there, but this one's actually really, really pretty. So there's that. I don't know if you saw that, but we'll try it again. My camera is really crappy, but if we go in, you go up, you can tell, like, it's just a really, really beautiful color. It has flecks of pink and gold in it. It's really, really pretty. I'm gonna try a different one too. I haven't used, now this one's a shifter. This one looks green, but then it shifts to like purple, I guess you should say. We'll go in on this one. This one I think is, well, it's the dual chrome, but we'll go in on it. We'll go right here. If you can tell, it has like that shifting effect on it. It's really, really pretty as well. So there's that one, if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but yeah, so they're really, really pretty, and they last, like, they don't rub off and they don't have any fallout or kickback. So I'm really happy with this palette. It was $15, well worth it. Like, I would, if they had the big one, I would have bought the big one, but they only had this little guy. So definitely worth the money for sure. They're big pan sizes, and the payoff is beautiful. So definitely worth it. So my friend Susan sent me some stuff in the mail, and I feel bad about saying this, but I hate these things. Like, I don't like them at all. I cannot work with these. These are called Jello shots, and they're by a company called Amoris. I know I put them on my Instagram, and they're gorgeous though. Like, look at the pigment. The pigment is so pretty. Like, let me show you. Like, I'll have to dig this out because you can't use a brush with them because they just kind of, they're like putty. So, like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like putty. So we'll go in on my hand, and we'll just do this little guy. So when you go down, like, it's a metallic finish, but it doesn't dry. And like, it smears so badly. Like, I've never had any kind of product that I've used that smears as bad as these do, and I don't know why. But you can't put them on with a brush. You literally have to put them on with your fingers, and then it gets everywhere. Like, I'm right now trying to wipe it off, and it's going everywhere. They're not user friendly. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how I'm supposed to use them because it just gets everywhere. But yeah, once you put them on a brush, it doesn't even collect on the brush. You dip it, and the brush is clean. It doesn't come on the brush. So you're gonna have to either use some kind of putty. I guess it's like, I don't know if there's a tool that you can just dip into and like smear it on your eyes. But that's not the bad part. The bad part is it doesn't dry. So then when you put it on your eye, you can't touch your eye. Like, it'll smear everywhere. It's just not my favorite thing, and I feel bad because I was so excited to get them, and then I used them and I was like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, I appreciate that she sent them to me. Like, I do, but I just don't like them. I'm so sorry. And that's all I have. Like always, I try to put things on here that you could easily get, like Dollar General, Sephora, Ulta, Target. Like the Pacifica mascara I picked up at Target. Like the Believe I picked up at Dollar General. I don't always go to Ulta, and I don't always go to Sephora. So I hope I can give you a pretty good range of places you can go to find bougie and budget items. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe. And if you want to see my videos upload every week, ring that bell. Alright, until next time, guys. Bye.